time, it just keeps ticking away on all of us. And I think as we get older and older, we become much more mindful of time, the time that has passed, and even maybe how much time we have left to do all those activities we enjoy, the experiences, to be with the people we love, of course. But each day it goes by, seconds, minutes, hours. But what about if there was a way we could slow time down? If we could slow the aging process down at a biological level, at a cellular level, that would be extraordinary. Well, stick around. We're going to get into this. You're going to be blown away, I think. Hello, my name is Erik. I'm a physical therapist. I'm the founder of the Gaitway Group. And yes, I want to talk to you today about potentially a way we can slow the aging process down. This all revolves around telomeres. You may be familiar with telomeres. They've become much more newsworthy lately. Telomeres are the end caps on chromosomes. They're in all of our cells, and they protect our genes, our DNA, the sequencing of the DNA. And that's all determined by the length of a telomere. So a telomere that's able to preserve its length, that's going to signify health, wellness, youthfulness. But a telomere that starts to shorten, that starts to lose its length, that's a telltale sign that we're aging more rapidly. So of course we want to try to preserve that length. You can think of that like our biological clock. Those telomeres are like our biological clock. Unfortunately, like so many other things, as we get a little longer in the tooth, as we get a little older, those telomeres can be very susceptible to losing their length through the aging process, through disease and sickness, but even our lifestyle choices, what we're doing on a regular basis. And that's really what I want to talk to you about today. This is incredible that through our lifestyle choices, we can potentially affect the preserving the length of those telomeres. And again, that's our longevity, our quality of life. And specifically, a lifestyle choice I'm talking about is exercise, right at the top of the line, the top shelf exercise. And in particular, research is really pinpointing now that two specific types of exercise are the most beneficial in terms of potentially sustaining the length of our telomeres. And that would be aerobic exercise and high intensity interval training exercise. If we can really hone in on those, again, those seem to be the most beneficial according to the most current research. So that's exactly what I wanted to show you today, just a little routine you can implement today that can have immeasurable benefits for you as you get older. Again, we can actually affect our biological age by doing this. And you don't need, this is so easy to implement too. You can incorporate this again today. If you do have any health issues though, if you have any medical contraindications to exercise or you're in pain, please do not attempt this. But if you have a clean bill of health, I would urge you to start doing this today. I'm using this with my clients. And again, this is going to be a blend of those two most beneficial exercises, according to research, of aerobic exercise and high intensity interval. All you need is a chair. So let me give you a little example here. We're going to do 30 seconds of interval, high intensity, followed by 30 seconds of more of an aerobic effect. So the first interval we're going to do, and again, you can do this all from the chair. So this is going to be low impact, and you're going to be able to sustain this. You're going to be able to do this consistently. Even if, again, it's 3 days a week, it only takes about 10 minutes. Before we start, just try to warm your body up a little bit, get everything moving, prime your body for movement, get that blood pumping. So about a 2-minute warm up you can go through. And then the first interval is going to be running in place from your chair. So I'll go slowly to start. And this is another great feature. Regardless of your fitness level, you can start working on these and adjust it to your fitness level. Stay within your limits. We want it to be safe and sustainable again. But if you're at a higher fitness level currently, you can certainly increase the cadence so it becomes more and more intense. But again, that's all dependent on where you are relative to your fitness level. The key though with the high intensity is you want it to be challenging. It has to be challenging for it to have a biological effect. So again, you can really crank this up for 30 seconds and you will start to feel it within maybe 10 to 15 even. But we'd sustain that high intensity for 30 seconds and then we'd follow that up with more of an aerobic effect, which would be a lower cadence. So for 30 seconds, we would continue with more of a jog now. So we had the high intensity first for 30, followed by the aerobic intensity for another 30 seconds. So that would be the first one, number one. We're going to do 6 total, so that's number one. Number 2 is jumping jacks. So from the edge of your chair, you're going to perform a jumping jack. So we're going to kick the legs out, bring the hands up and over the head. 30 seconds, and modify it as needed. If you can only get your arms to this position, that's fine. Wherever you are, again, it's all relative to you. And like I said earlier, you can increase the intensity as needed for 30 seconds. You can really crank this up. Breaking a sweat here. But you go 30 seconds, challenging, and then we tone it down for a little slower cadence, more of an aerobic effect now. So that would be number 2. Number 3, we're going to do some tuck-ups. So to start this, you're on the edge of your chair. You're just going to lean back a little bit so you feel your core engage. Arms up, you're going to pull the knees up and in and lower the arms. And then from the starting point. And just like the other ones, you would control the intensity so you can really get this going as needed. So you go 30 seconds, high intensity, challenging again, followed by 30 seconds at a lower intensity, but still aerobic. So that would be number 3. Number 4, I'm going to have you lean to one side. So I'm going to lean to my right, and then with my opposite side, my left arm and my left leg, I'm going to kick it out. And then I'd alternate to the other side. And as you can see again, this can become very challenging quickly. So we go 30 seconds, high intensity, challenging again, followed by 30 seconds of more of an aerobic pace. Oh, other way. That's it. So that would be number 4. Number 5, we're going to do some jump roping now. So you scoot to the edge of the chair again. Just like it sounds, we're going to bring those arms up and over, and we're going to lift the feet. 30 seconds high intensity, followed by 30 seconds of an aerobic pace. And then finally, number 6, we're going to do a little alternating crunch. So you're going to lean back again so you feel your core engage, and then you're going to draw a knee up and bring it to the opposite elbow. 30 seconds, challenging, high intensity, and then you'd follow it up again with 30 seconds of a lower intensity, but still aerobic. And that is it. So it would be 6, I gave you 6 there, so 6 minutes total, maybe a 2 to 3 minute warm up, so less than 10 minutes you could get that entire routine in, which, as I said earlier, has the potential to affect your longevity, your health span, your quality of life. You can do this 3 days a week. There's so much variation. I just gave you one today, but there's so many variations you can do with this. And as I said earlier, it's sustainable. It's something you can do consistently. So I hope that gets the wheels turning, gets you excited on how, again, we can leverage our bodies and minds to vastly affect our quality of life as we get older. Thanks for watching. Again, my name's Erik, a physical therapist, founder of the Gaitway Group. This is my mission. I'm really trying to educate as many active seniors as I can, that just by incorporating these types of strategies and tactics, these interventions, doesn't have to be a lot, but the outcomes they can bring us, again, are immeasurable. I also do one-on-one online training. If you're interested in that, I'll leave my name and email. If you have any questions, please let me know. But I'm just going to continue to make videos. Again, my mission is to educate active seniors. Unfortunately, the medical system we live in today is reactive. Everything seems to happen after the fall, after the injury, after the disease. We can shift that paradigm though to a preventative type of thinking where, just like I showed you today, these types of interventions can really go so far in preserving our health and wellness. Thanks for watching again. I will be making more and more videos as I stated earlier, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.